Hi everyone! Welcome back to Minecraft Online! Last episode I found some friends to base with, getting myself geared up a little bit, and made a cozy little house to live in. It's neat, isn't it? I think it's also worth knowing that I mined a little bit after the last recording session. I got a few diamonds, around 6 I think, and I also went shopping for a little bit. And I think I found out how I may be getting more diamonds in the future. That's besides the point. Today I have a bit of a secret to show you all, that being, I am not actually new to this server. In fact, I have a warning from all the way back in 2020. To all those that have heard me say I was just borrowing my brother's account, sorry, I kinda lied. The reason I lied about that is because I want to dedicate this episode specifically to showing off some of the old bases I had. One issue with this, though, is that I don't really know where all my former bases are exactly. I distinctly remember having one base built to the side of the cliff on the side of a road on the outskirts of Sun City. No clue where, but it was a birch forest if I recall correctly. Maybe near a birch road? Unclear. And I also recall making a base on the bottom of the ocean in the middle of God knows where. I also based up in a few other towns at points, which would be nice to visit, but I don't really remember those locations at all. If you do end up finding a base fitting those descriptions, bearing the name of any of my former ones that I name MC, I do share in the comments. I'd love to see them again, but for now I think it's time the second tour begins. Right? Well, back to spawn I go. I sure hope I don't lose everything I worked for. I probably want to get some teleported bread to just... Wait, wasn't there a farm up here before? I swear there was. It must have been removed. I mean, it makes sense. Work farm or something now, but... I remember trying to use an elytra on this very road, and I fell to my death. I should have worked home instead of here. Okay, my first base is about in this direction. Let's go! I've never seen that place before. Maybe I should go there. Okay, so my first base is a decent bit away from spawn. Well, it's close enough to spawn for you could just walk there, but... What can happen here? I don't exactly remember the path there, but... It should... I think it's about this way. Oh, hi, zombie. Bye-bye, zombie. I don't recall why I abandoned my first base. I think after I left my first base right nearby this road, I went to make that second base built into the cliffside. Again, I don't remember what city I built it nearby, but I feel like it was on the Lime Nexus? I'm not sure. Take a left here. And here's Oaktown, a little... I never lived here, but it's a cool little... I think it's an abandoned tourist attraction. Little city. Oh, people play here around when I first played the game. Played the server. It's nice. Goodbye, Oaktown. Oh wait, hold on. What's this? Nice house. Oh. Oaktown military base? Why would you need a military? Okay, goodbye, Oaktown, for realsies. Is this a court? Peculiar. I guess another town is being set up out here. I remember just strolling down this path one day, walking here as you do, when suddenly, right at the corner of my render distance, this absolute beast loads in. I'd never seen it before. I think I logged on a few days and it was not there. Then I saw this. And it's still being built. Oh my gosh. Now I remember one day being talked to by a mod of the server, asking me who owned that base. For the record, I have no idea. All I know is there was some sort of land dispute. Someone was saying they owned that base. Another person was saying they did. It's confusing. Either way, we've arrived. That statue is new. And so is that. Whatever that is. There are a lot of monsters here. Why is that? I mean, somebody is around here. For the record, this mountain stuff was not part of my base. I don't know who built this. All the stuff on this side of the road, though, besides that, mine. This was the first house I ever built. And that was the first basement I ever had, I think. And I said that anyone could take this. So this bottom layer was my room, and my basemate, explicating, basement at the time, is here. I remember sinking a decent amount of time in collecting all the wool types for this little monument here. Placed a few cactuses on the wall here, just as a stay out. Any of the mobs. Anyone else can just walk right in. Just a cave entrance I had, I guess. Oh, this is my storage! Oh my god, I have a few different cookies here. I'm gonna make money. Yeah, I guess anything else is just free to take. I remember for years the server was just locked to 1.7. In fact, I think 1.12 was a relatively recent thing, maybe? I built a super smelter at one point. I guess I've just dismantled it mostly for parts by now. Oh no, I think I used a minecart up there. But now I don't. Nowadays I'd probably make a super smelter with 20 furnaces, but I don't know who Boat is, by the way. I remember this was some sort of mob grinder back in the day. Ow. I don't know why I built this thing. Maybe it was just to look out here while I was mob farming. Oh yeah, that's definitely the reason, actually. There's also this mine down here. Where I also kept some villagers. Yeah, these guys never got to breed either. I guess I just never fed them or anything. Yeah, I strip mined for a while down here. That castle is entirely unrelated, by the way. It's been here the entire time, and it has not been finished for any of that time. This unfinished castle just sat next to my base the entire time I lived there. Since 2020. And if I recall correctly, that was my first attempt at pixel art ever. It was an attempt to make a banner for this banner logo for my base here. I don't know why I based it off of melons. I also made Henry Stickmin on it. It was apparently supposed to be specifically Henry Stickmin. I don't know what. Well, I know why. I had a phase. I was a young child. 12 at the time, actually. Not old enough to be on the Discord. I still was. I got gripped by hyperfixations. And I decided to build that guy. So yeah, that's why he's there. Now I should probably sell those replicas I found. I've been here before. That is a large thing. This is cool. Now, my next base I want to show off is my third one, if I recall correctly. I don't know where my second one was. It was built on the outskirts of some town we visited in episode 1, named Newport. I built it next to a player called MinecraftOnline, who became a mod for a little bit. I would never. If I remember correctly, it's light blue. Oh. I see. Ah. This is an issue. Ah! Let me in. No. Okay. Newport even has a special one. Special this one. I don't know if Newport had this really fancy entrance room a while ago. Back when I first played. Definitely been one of the more active towns around here. Now, I don't remember if it was this way? It might have been. No, I don't think it was this way. There wasn't an elevation increase. Or a giant mansion. Which means the path to Mech's base is somewhere over here. Newport was always filled with super high skyscrapers. Pointlessly high skyscrapers even. Look at those tall skyscrapers. Imagine that somebody built that. It took them hours, but somebody built those. Now, by following this road, we'll go over to Mechman's base. This is a bit of an off path. Must have been changed at some point. Yeah, it definitely changed to make more of a splitting path there. That sounds a lot like a friend of mine. Now if we continue down this path, ignoring that there. Actually no, let's look at here. Let's look here. I remember this. Mech was making a PvP arena around here, yeah. PvP arena being there. I believe there may be a server reboot soon. Mech had a really fancy little head art display thing. That's not what we're here to talk about. We're actually here to visit my tower back here. It's just a silly little tower, nothing special. I don't remember what this was. Sewer smelter, I think? A farm. That was the spot I AFK'd to let my crops grow. I don't know where my crops are. I guess those are my crops? They're due for a harvest. And inside here is my little cramped little watchtower. I'm gonna drop some paper off in here. No replies in here, unfortunately. There is a single golden pickaxe, though. Yeah, this was just a watchtower, nothing special. With some beds up here, overlooking everything, watching over everything. Cool little tower, a pyramid there. There's a little entryway onto the top of the trees here, so I thought that would be nice. Not really a super smelter, but kind of automatic, so that's nice. I don't remember making this. Don't remember why. That's about all I have for this base, though. Overall, nothing really special, just a tiny little thing. Now, that's all the bases I can remember off the top of my head, but I do have some other coordinates listed down, so I guess we'll pull those up. I have one that decidedly goes to another base, and I also have some codes for a few locked chests of mine at some place. I think I'll visit those locked chests first. These coordinates line up with a place called Georgetown. And I can see my funky little base right there. Did I also base at Phoenix Isles? No, that was a different town called Phoenix. Now I just have to stumble around until I find my house. This is it! What is this? Well, it's clearly not functional anymore. Was this shack in front mine or not? It is mine! Some of these roots cute here. Like the mine. Heat furnaces. Whose head is that? Oh, that was one of the base people here. Oh, I see. I mean, no other way I'd get it. I can't kill people. This treehouse was mine. Oh, this is not my house. It's a different person's house. I don't think there's anybody there anymore. Well, there's that base. Is somebody trying to build a woodland mansion in a tundra? That's odd. But I like the spirit. Now, let's just keep going this way. I don't have any boats. There's a crafting table here, right? How do you build here without a crafting table? Okay, gotta get this base mighty quick and go in half an hour. Ooh, that would be bad if I died. I wasn't even aware of that little shack there. That being said, this is the base I was talking about. This was one of the last bases I made on this server. I remember distinctly, I actually spawned here, so I had to move the bed a little bit. There's a community mine all the way down there. I think I not make that fishing shack apparently. Got a barrel here. I remember spending a lot of time up in the trees up here. I don't know if I actually made anything up here, but might have made this part, I'm unsure. No. Well, I guess that's it for the tour. Not as much footage as I thought I would get, but well, I got more than the first episode, but thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed my little trip through memory lane. If you did, I'm hoping to do more episodes of this. Oh, it's just disappeared. I'm hoping to get more episodes out soon-ish. Probably not for a bit, because the server's going to be down for the weekend, but yeah. If you did enjoy, I'm hoping to get to actually doing stuff on the server next episode. But until then, goodbye! By the way, if anybody hasn't told you yet today, I'm proud of you.